And there we go. All right.
So let's do this stream
on
both channels because this is craziness. So everybody kind of knows that I had a really ticky night when we went to the show recently, and it's gotten public attention.
And hilarity was enjoyed by all.
Except for a few stodgy little people. Like, I don't want to believe that she's real. It's like, well, you don't know me, so like you fucking matter. Juice. But today it got a little worse than that because somebody that I haven't dealt with in years decided to make an appearance. Now, to be clear, the last time I even thought about this person or said anything about them was on a stream on Anthony's channel where we were calling out him basically trying to voodoo a bunch of people's deaths into existence, which, by the way, I'm in the list of people he was trying to wish death on. So is my husband. So's Anthony. So's that umbrella guy. So's a whole bunch of other people. This guy is fucking insane, literally.
So I fully expect to be added to that list shortly after this one.
I don't remember the whole list, so this could be interesting. I had no intention of watching his entire unhinged psycho death wish stream, but I do have every intention of calling it out. So let's start with the basics here.
Okay.
There's me sitting in the audience, coming off like a nutcase because I kept ticking. Absolutely fine. And the majority of the responses to this video have been extremely positive and nice and kind. I've had people come find me and follow. I've had the occasional ones who want a fake claim. And most of them are ones who literally, they don't know anybody with Tourette's, or they knew one person with it and think they should all look the same. And they're literally just going to people who show up with it and claiming they're fake all the time. You can find it on their pages.
And everything they know about Tourette's, they learned in some sitcom.
Probably. Anyway, penis juice. But enter the worst one to show up in this chat. It's not just that he's saying I'm a big online fake victim, which no, in fact, I actually hide most of what I've been through when I'm online. And those who actually know me and talk to me backstage and interact with me personally, like
good morning, Matthew.
Bob and my gnome and all these people who've commented, the dozens of people who are friends of mine who have commented on this video because they do interact with me more than just a little online. And they know about the stuff I go through. And I'm trying so hard not to be that ticky today, but it's going to happen some. So people understand what this guy is. He is part of anti-CG, which, again, I don't care if you're pro or anti-CG, as long as you're a decent person. I tend to agree with a lot of the things that the community stands for, but that said, I've kind of pushed away from it, not because I don't agree with the movement, but because the big names have gotten so full of ego that they're unbearable anymore. Be that as it may. This person is the one trying to sound like the voice of intellectualism and honesty and integrity. Let's look at this idiot. It starts very, very quickly. You can see a lot of crazy, insane, obsessive.
Has a thing for tombstones, clearly.
If you look on his channel, look at this here. He's using a spice and naming it Testify Ashes. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can kind of get the picture. He actually will order things from people and then burn it and bury it and shit like that. This guy is an unhinged stalker.
Yes, and no, like J.K. Rowling said, I still get paid the royalty whether you buy it or burn it. You burn it or read it.
So
knock yourself out.
You can see the amount of obsession this man has.
Oh, he did apologize at one point.
Yeah, to the one that was literally stalking people and harassing them. And that's a continuation of this. This video is an introduction to the list of people he thinks should die. Yeah. And him trying to voodoo it into existence. So people understand what this guy actually is. He's literally trying to wish death on just a whole bunch of different people. I know I'm in this list somewhere, and so is my husband, who isn't even part of this online stuff.
So I'm pretty sure this is a gross violation of terms of service. Always has been.
Here you go. Look, people who should die. He's even being really careful to make sure he puts it up big for everybody. Oh, I hope you have iron, because yeah, this is really, really insane shit. Sheila Alien, she's a sweetheart. I can't say I disagree with Sketch, but anyway, anyway, yeah, I mean, you can just see the amount of unhinged here.
Whoops.
This is literally unhinged.
Yes, here's the channel.
And the reason I'm doing this, I'm not giving him much attention. I'm not going to sit here and listen to the audio of the shit he said. I'm not going to sit here and watch it all. I know I'm in this list. I don't want to spend a lot of time going through this list.
Yellow flash. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Actually, right there.
And
husband, like he's an attachment to me. That's automatically something because he's married to me.
Because he hasn't bothered to find out his name. So.
Oh, God. This is just context for anybody who wants to. He needs to just listen to anything this fucker might say. And I am really trying not to tick. It's not working well. This guy, when I posted something to Anthony in the beginning of 2019, when I first met the community, end of 2019, actually, sorry, it's been about 5 years. Realizing when I met Anthony, my time scale's a little weird sometimes.
Okay, so
he attacked me, and I pretty much instantly blocked him, told him, fuck off, I don't care about you. And that was the last time I did anything towards him. But he is still, in end of 24, obsessing over me. Just a little context. I'll leave this on screen for a minute. So everyone watching, Phoenix Juice understands who this fucker who's trying to fake claim me in the chat on Drew's video actually is. And by the way, him and all his little suck-ups laughing in chat going, yeah, that's great. That's great. It's like, you need fucking psychological help. This whole group needs fucking psychological help.
Actually, let's go to specific video.
You got people here just and I know Keeley thought he was being funny by basically commenting a bunch of people who aren't part of the community. It wasn't the right thing to do. It wasn't fucking right to do. So, hi, morning fighting. So this is this person is literally insane. This person literally tried to voodoo my death. And he's trying to fake claim me on the video that was posted of me. So a little context here. This fucker. I mean, and I'm not going to report it because honestly, I don't give a fucking shit about him. But I am going to make sure that there's evidence here.
Send me a link to that though, because I'm having trouble finding that video.
Okay. I'll just post it here in the group.
Yeah, that'd be easier.
This is it. I'm not telling people to report. I'm not telling people to anything. If you want to prove this yourself and see what I'm showing you, That is the link to it. It is absolutely legitimately he tried to voodoo me to death.
Mm-hmm.
And here's his other one where he's like following this up by actually trying to do like prayer candles and voodoo to actually try and make it happen. This is insanity. This is butterfly net shit. I mean, I'm not going to necessarily disagree that War Campaign's fucking psycho, but they're not CG. But anyway. Mm. But this, okay? So now he's adding in more names of people that he wants to add to the voodoo. He's like literally obsessed. This is just, and yes, Tug, Anthony, a bunch of them are in the list as people he put into this too. I mean, it's just absolutely fucking insane. This is literally some of the creepiest shit I've seen somebody do. You know? And yeah, this is real. The person that decided to fake claim me this morning, and that's it. That's enough screen sharing this fucker. The person who tried to fake claim me this morning on Drew's video literally has live streams up of him trying to voodoo me to death. Me and a bunch of different people I know in communities I know. Penis Jess. Yeah. I have had him blocked for 5 years. And he's still searching me out and finding me. So, yeah. So to anybody who visits Drew Lynch's video on me, who sees the Tourette's stuff on me, go to the newest comments. You'll see him there. Call him out. Put him in his place. Because he fucking deserves it. Do not
just
threaten him. Do not mass spam him or anything like that. Do not sink to his level. This video I'm showing you was 2.5 years ago, him trying to voodoo me to death.
Just reporting for harassment said, creator lists several creators which he wishes death on. So.
Yeah. I don't flag people. I just use their insanity against them. I'm not going to tell other people you can't report them because it literally is violations of this stuff. But yeah, this person that decided to go, oh, she's faking. She's a known fake. No. You're a known stalker.
Mm-hmm.
You're a known stalker. Now, so.
Now, I'm kind of had it with going the high road. Oh, we're not going to, that thing. No. That shit needs to be stopped. Because they have no problem, reporting that's for whatever, and then wondering why don't they get stopped? Because your report was full of shit. They looked at it, there's something here. You're an idiot.
So I will put the screen share back up quickly onto the chat from Drew's video. And I do actually encourage people to put him in his place and point out that he did that and that we have evidence of him doing that in case he takes it down or it gets banned. Mm-hmm. And if you want the evidence of this, there was also a live stream on it going into the details of what he did. That was fucking done by Anthony when it happened. And I was actually on that stream too. So I didn't tick as much then. That was before the lightning, but hey.
Mm-hmm.
Penis juice.
Yeah, see how much how much is the lightning bolt they said in the future? 1.21 gigawatts or something.
So this is what I woke up to, is that crazy fucker finding me again. Yeah, so the one who tried to voodoo me to death for being in Comicsgate has found the video and is trying to fake claim me. Mm-hmm. Well, he's still got videos up of him trying to voodoo people to death for disagreeing with him. And his entire channel is literally devoted to hating on people who disagree with him. and wishing ill on them. So there's that.
I'm looking at this. The report was like they got to take a and look at his other content. Oh, you've been doing this for a while, haven't you? Bye.
Penis juice.
The sort of thing that this channel is nuked. There is no appeal. You've been wishing violence among people. Screw you.
I'm not sorry. So
this doesn't help our quest to become the next Netflix. Okay,
I had to call that out. Look, I mean, there's been some idiots, some fake claimers, some people who've said stupid shit. Like this was accusing Drew of using Tourette's as a victim. Where? He interacted with somebody with Tourette's and they laughed at each other.
Mm-hmm.
How is that victim anything? Please fucking explain it.
And
this one is not malicious. It is complicated because there are doctors who state this. It is false information, though. They claim that there's no verbal. If you have verbal, you have fit motor too. That's not true. However, the majority of people with verbal tics do. And so that one's, I more blame they probably got false information from doctors on that one.
And hello, Price is Right review.
Yep. Good morning. You can see here, you got one person trying to claim that I'm this fake of stuff for years, but if you actually look at the comments, you got multiple people talking about me being their friend, about knowing me, everything else about how much this stuff is real for me, about how much I go through. I mean, it's there. It's penis juice. It's I'm not. Oh, I don't think she actually has it. Well, who fucking cares what you think?
Yeah,
you and the idiots like you are dumb fucks.
You and $5 a Charlie's cup of coffee.
It's most of the people are positive, and the few that say, "Oh, I don't think you have it," you don't fucking matter. I mean,
yeah.
Now I concur. Him and Luke Kidgel should go do a tour together in the U.S. I will fucking go to the show just to see them. Because we're actually flagging him because he's harassing me again, and we're showing people the fucking death threats he did. We already showed that part on air, Tim. Because we're showing what he fucking is, because he's actually on the public video of me ticking at the show, trying to tell people I'm fake.
And that's the sort of thing. It's like, no, that's a bridge too far, Sparky. Okay.
There's anime night. But I mean, you can see a lot of people sitting here going, "Yeah, I know her. I know her. I know her. Yeah, this is real. She's a friend of mine. This is real." All this stuff from many, many people. I wake up. The gnome is real. I mean, it's just. So it's
one nitwit saying, "Oh, it's not in their videos." Well, yeah, those videos are edited, and also they're mostly nature videos. So the last thing you need is watching an eagle flying to the sky. Penis juice, shopping button. What the hell's that got to do with the eagle? No, it doesn't work that way.
This person, I still gave a like, even though they had most of the stats incorrect, because they weren't fake claiming or anything like that. It's not 2% of people. It's about 10% of people with Tourette's have the swearing version.
The link is there, so you can go there and do your own reporting and nuke the guy yourself. So,
well, that and to just prove to people that this is legitimate, that this person has threatened me.
And others.
There is an absolute thing here where it's a lot of people commenting and supporting, and even on the comments on my comments, there were a bunch of people who through support who know me personally, all this other stuff. I don't fucking care about people who want to talk shit. I really don't. But I do want people to be cognizant of what the fuck this person is. There's Iron, there's Mammoth, there's It's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. That's okay, Timothy.
Yeah, Tim. Okay. It's sort of a call to arms. This is the guy. Sick him. Yeah.
And it's not even from me. It's not that. From him, it
Yeah.
is because he doesn't like anybody trying to fuck with me.
They're just general fucktards in general. Get these idiots off of here. We got enough problems as it is without them muddying the water.
For me, I just want evidence saved, streamed, that people can go to, that people can see, that people can verify, that proves exactly what this person is and that their comments are full of shit. That's it. That's it. I don't think she actually has it. Well, it's not up to you whether or not I have Tourette's, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're hating on me because so much has happened. That's what this is.
Mm-hmm. Just can't handle somebody having a good time. That
My ability to feel sorry for somebody ends when they're literally hate stalking me for 5 years and doing stuff trying to voodoo death on me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a level I can't be nice to anymore. Panther, hey sweetie. Sorry I had to make you get off my lap so I could. Peanut juice. Come here, baby. Yeah, I know you want me to pet you, but it's hard to reach, so you need to come closer.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, but I'm lazy.
No, and she showed the official diagnosis on screen during the stream. I said, no, here it is. There it is.
Mm-hmm. You realize I've had suspicions of Tourette's, and I've had doctors debate whether things were Tourette's or seizure damage since I was a little girl. I never got officially diagnosed since this year because they couldn't tell what was fucking what. And even at the beginning of this year, they kept going, I don't think we're going to be able to get an actual diagnosis out of this. I don't think we're going to be able to prove it because there's so much brain scars. It's hard to find things, So
they'll find some doctors up. No, she's got it. Again, yeah, surprise of absolutely nobody.
By the way, to everybody there, I do have memberships on my channel now, but they're very small levels yet for starting. I will be writing up a shout out to anybody who joins it. That will go in the descriptions on the second tier there. Other than that, I will have occasional videos that are for members only out of my animal stuff. So
I should set up do something with my memberships there, because maybe separate out, so just a separate membership thing for only the indie stuff, and then for the Star Trek stuff, and then general stuff. I don't know if we can do that. But take a breath.
If for nothing else to spite the haters, I need the memberships.
Yeah.
So Real Wade this morning is calling out the old crap that Midnight Cherry did because he found the video Drew Lynch posted of interacting with me, and he's trying to make himself sound like this sweet, polite person who's just trying to warn people of a fake, which is fucked up because he tried to voodoo death a bunch of us. So there's that.
Hey, Charlie.
Juice.
I'm showing 5 people. That's a big crap for me.
Yeah, it's an old anti-CG stalker, so I first dealt with him on what's now known as X back at Twitter, and literally I think I talked to him for a couple of weeks and went, you're fucking stupid, and blocked him. And apparently he's never stop. Yay! Never stopped obsessing over me. Thank you, Charlie. Now she's a member on both our channels.
Okay.
Phoenix juice. So, like I said, I'm not hateful to him. I don't think he's worth the effort. I just want video evidence saved on my channel of what he tried to do in case it either gets flagged or he tries to nuke it so he can play innocent. Because I want people to be able to see exactly what this man is and why he's trying to fake claim me. That's it in a nutshell. Yeah. So to everybody in the chat who's sat patiently, we can go into something else. We can talk over things. We can do all kinds of things. We can have some fun on the stream too. I just had to start by dealing with the elephant in the room. I've not been very inspired or in the right headspace for a while. And I'm just trying to reiterate
This just popped up in my Pinterest feed here.
just so there's something in the chat to make sure people know that this is not a positive support of things.
Yeah.
Here, let's do this. Actually, never mind. One sec here. Let's do that. Make it a little easier to see.
Okay, where are we? Whoop. Too many buttons. Okay. Yes, he has no penis, and no one's ever going to see it either.
That's why he's cherry. Incel. Penis juice, not for him. There's times, good ticks. I mean,
okay, what is this going? I didn't type this. What the hell happened?
Because I'm co-host, so it shows up on both ours when either of us do. Just
Okay.
like you're sharing the link showed up on mine.
Yeah, but it's showing like I don't disagree with it, but no.
because anyone who has admins comes through as the person streaming us. I've told you this before.
Okay, well, you should don't see this. Okay. What I need to do is find, the something Jimmy Buffett wrote up here. Freddy Fish Sticks 5 Lessons of Life.
Panther, come closer. He's like, no, I'm pouting. I can't reach you.
Just do it up as a graphic myself here.
Come here, stupid. Here. I know you want attention. Panther was mad at me because when we started the stream, I set him back there and made him get off me for a minute. Just like when I co-stream to my channel, it doesn't do it as a snipe stream. It does it as just another channel you're hosting to because I'm admin. I am not telling people to flag or harass somebody. I am not saying anything about this person except for this person is an unhinged stalker, and I have evidence he's lying through his fucking teeth here and unhinged. And yeah, I've had him blocked for 5 years and he's still doing this shit. So, and he's literally doing all this shit because I'm friends with people he doesn't like. What? In fact, I think his wishing death on me comes down to hating Anthony. Literally.
Why would you hate Anthony?
Well, I mean, he's fucking Anthony and the guy can't fuck. So, I mean,
well, there you go.
It's just, I mean.
Okay. Let me check something. Do I actually have something? Don't know.
Now, to top all this off, the one thing I will encourage is to those who know me, know my tics, know this stuff's real. Here's the link to Drew's video. Feel free to put support on it for me or call him out there politely and within reason. Why did that not go to your channel?
So. I have to dig up that book and write it myself.
Morning, Kermit, and morning, Eden. I think you're new here, right, Eden?
Relatively.
I think. Welcome to the Nut House. So. Yep, Charlie, that's totally how you deal with it.
Yeah.
He has tried to dox people before. He's failed with a lot of us just because he can't find our information because he sucks at this shit. Come on, doesn't mean he hasn't tried. He is just. But it is what it is, what it is. It's crazy morning. I'm in a relatively decent mood overall. A little bit of ticky in the morning, but
I'm going to dig that book up and find
you can tell that this boy, he's good at helping calm me and my tics down.
Yes, it is, Panther.
Yeah, good Panther.
Oops.
I'm glad your stalker lost shit quick. And like I said, I just want evidence. So if people are looking at the comments or looking at his shit. Well, social media isn't that hard to find. My actual address is. I keep away from creepy people for a reason. But this person is so fucking unhinged. I mean, it just is. So here's Panther for everybody who wants a purge and clean thoughts after that. Purge the mind. Focus on the pussy. There's something to
there we go.
They know that pets and animals can actually help calm down tics and autism, meltdowns and tics and Tourette's, meltdowns and autism, all this kind of stuff. Pets can help calm that kind of stuff. They're not sure exactly why the reasons are fully, but it does work.
Yeah. There's something I was like, it's in Jimmy put out a sort of an anthology book, Tales from Margaritaville, and this one was in the thing Freddy Fish Sticks Lessons of Life. And there's a story to go along with each one of these, but it's summed up here. Lesson 1: never forget they are always the enemy. Lesson 2: just remember, assholes are born that way and they usually don't change. Lesson 3: you do not want to go to jail. Lesson 4: when you start to take this job seriously, you're in trouble. Lesson 5: it takes no more time to see the good side of life than the bad. And lesson 6: if you decide to run with the ball, just count on fumbling and getting the shit knocked out of you, but never forget how much fun it is just to be able to run with the ball.
That, unfortunately, can be an issue also, too, Charlie. But for me, I swear I would have so much less control of my medical without these pets, which is another reason why I was more ticky at that show that night. I was hours and hours away from my animals, and they're my comfort when I get ticky and stressed. But I don't think I could get a cat licensed as a support animal for Tourette's tics. I don't think that's a thing.
It might be a bit of a reach. Yeah.
I know you can get cats licensed as support animals to take into places, actually. Usually to actually help with seizures and stuff. But I haven't had the seizures since I was like 12. So, but I don't think I could get them licensed. And even if I did, I don't think it'd be fair to them to make them go through that.
Yeah.
And I don't need them licensed as emotional support because they don't have any issues with being in my housing.
No.
Because it's my house.
Yeah.
So. But they are actually medical for me. I can actually feel less stress and less ticking since I picked him up. And that's every time. I can be in the bedroom and start ticking bad, and the cats will come running in and climb up on me. Actually, Charlie, that's not accurate. They can't ask for details of what it is once it's shown, but they absolutely can ask for proof that it's a service animal.
But it's generally not worth the hassle, so you have people just bringing their pets in all the damn time.
Yeah, actually, it should be worth the hassle more. They need to crack down on it more because people bringing their pets into grocery stores is medically, health code, and publicly unsafe for many people. See, that's another one. Kermit, I know you have your medical issues and you have your, it's not Tourette's, it's stutter, it's some stuff, but you have your speech issues when you get stressed or trying to do it. We've seen it. You calm with animals too. It's a thing. I've seen Sweet Anita calm her ticks on air by cuddling her bunnies. Yeah, that's a corporate thing, and that's why Walmart fucking sucks. Anyway, penis juice.
Like I said, I'm conflicted over that because I like the puppies. I don't see the puppy go there, but sometimes it calms them down too.
Yeah, but if they're actual service animals, nobody's supposed to approach them.
I know, and also they generally that's what I'm saying. Service animals. I know service animals. No, they're
the vests don't mean shit anymore. You search for licensing on service animals. The first thing you get is like 10 sites that are how to fake the vests.
Yeah.
It's really fucking pathetic.
Yeah, buy one on eBay and like, there we go.
And I love these videos of Karens with this one. They're saying she was a Karen because she went after this guy as a service animal. The dog is no vest, curly fucking fur, and running around people as he's talking to them. It's like, that's not a service animal. That's a fucking pet.
No, there's been occasions where like it's legitimately supposed to be a service animal, but he's being distracted, and I can't. No, you're supposed to be working. Go on. Okay.
And sometimes that happens, especially if they're newer and they're not as trained yet.
Yeah,
they're still just recently licensed and they're still being acclimated and trained and stuff like that.
And usually they'll have it on the vest say service animal in training. We saw a lot of that at Starfest and StarCon because this guy would always show up and and it's a good environment for training because you got lots of crowds, lots of friendly people like the doggies, but no, don't. He's working
for seizures, for sniffing seizures that are oncoming. For dealing with certain mental meltdowns and stuff like that, there are actually kinds of licensed service animals that are cats. They're much rarer than the dogs.
because cats don't take direction well.
It's not even so much that. It's that, generally speaking, same reason they don't really use small dogs very often, except for a couple types. Usually service animals need to be big enough to actually help move you or deal with you if something happens.
Yeah. So German Shepherds are big on that.
No, when they're bringing in those little lap dogs, none of those are fucking service animals. They don't use those for service animals.
Yeah.
There's only a specific list of dog breeds that are used for that. And that's specifically because of the dog breeds that are more intellectual, easier to train, and large enough to deal with the person when something happens.
Yes, Pomeranians and Chihuahuas do not qualify.
Nor do miniature poodles, although large poodles actually sometimes are.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, so I call that one bullshit, Charlie.
That's just, you can't bear to be away from your gerbil. Okay, yeah. Gerbils are quite capable of being away from you. Okay, trust me.
I'm a big animal lover, but there's a time and place for it. And there's so many people who have allergies to animals that they should not be dragged into public stores and businesses unless you need to. Now, it's another thing to go to pet stores or places that sell things for animals. That's a whole separate thing. And they sell the animals in those stores, so it's not like you're avoiding the smells if you go in them.
Yeah.
I don't go to any of those except for the ones that actually split cats and dogs on opposite ends of the building. Because I can't be around the dogs.
Yeah, PetSmart.
And honestly, the dogs should not be allowed in the cat area and vice versa, because most cats and dogs don't get along. When they do, it's because they were trained to get along with each other in the same house. There's too much likelihood of animal fights, animal attacks, and other stuff if they're in the same part of the store together. I had Jazzy for years, almost 17, and she liked to go for car rides. I'd pop the harness on her. She'd lay on a pillow in the car and nuzzle me and watch the scenery. And I'd take her over to the pet store every so often and let her pick out treats or pick out a new tower or something. She was fine. Can't see what it says. I can see the word atop.
Kilt is what happened to the last person who called it a skirt.
So it's like, so I get it. But again, I took her only to places where pets were welcome. And I took her there in a harness, on a leash, in the cart with my coat under her, you know?
What? Last stream, what was that? A Stalkers resurrected in very bad form. So we're reporting his ass.
Like I said, you guys are.
The PT punched a beer in about an hour. So I might want to think about getting some clothes on.
So, also tell her that Panther's been sitting here for
and Panther's been
minutes.
sitting there in her lap for you. Want to get in this one? I'll send you a link. Hold on.
Panther.
And one of these idiots tried to report that Bill Shatner had died. And like, Shatner died. Someone's like, you feeling okay, Bill? Not now.
Well, unfortunately, one that was true the other day was one of the guys from American Pickers passed away.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. But on the Shatner things, no, George Takei, you have to cancel that party now.
So my brother's wife moved from the stuff she was doing in the outreach to working with the a bunch of rally projects and stuff for Sturgis for full time. And the place she worked actually posted a thing up in honor of the guy and saying that they're actually putting up memoirs of him and honorees of him because he's done stuff with Sturgis for the show before. He's been involved in the rally even before they had the show, other stuff. So they're actually doing stuff to honor him permanently in Sturgis. My mom was sending me all that.
Yeah, that was a big episode of American Pickers when they, in Sturgis.
You mean when Frank skipped out on them and showed up at Sturgis?
Yeah. And then they showed up right. Hi, what are you doing here? Another Pinterest thing, just a cat in the hat on aging. Let me zoom in a bit here.
I do remember a couple months ago somebody tried to fake death claim Danielle from American Pickers.
No, she's very much
no.
inactive. Yeah.
It's funnier than that because she responded to it. She commented on the death claim, going, I'm pretty sure I'm very much fucking alive. Thank you. Also, next time I die, would you use a better picture of me?" It's like, gotta love the saucy bitches. Speaking of which, hi, bitch.
Thought I heard something. Okay, Cat in a Hat on aging. I cannot see. I cannot pee. I cannot chew. I cannot screw. Oh God, what can I do? My memory shrinks. My hearing stinks. No sense of smell. I look like hell. My mood is bad. Can you tell? My body's drooping. Have trouble pooping. The golden years have come at last. The golden years can kiss my ass.
Feeling that one pretty hard, Bob? I mean,
occasionally.
I have this memory. I have this memory of my dad giving his mother crap when I was a kid, where she started complaining about being too old for things. And he said, "You're too old for a lot of things." It starts listing about too old for sex and spins around, hands on hip, and knows, no, if I get that old, I might as well just hang it up. And it's like, I never thought my dad could blush redder than he was.
Oh
boy. There's somewhere my dad got that attitude of just not caring and letting people see it from, and it was his mother. Let's be honest.
Kitty, hi, baby.
See, that's the thing is, I think most people would be shocked. There's very little polite speech in Native households. We are so anti-PC, it's not even funny. And most of the words people find offensive, we just treat like candy. They're not offensive to us. Maggie Smith, Kermit, and I still remember her from more things like Hook and First Wives Club and all that shit back in the 90s and 80s.
Yeah, screw the prime of Miss Jean Brody and other things. No. Here's a little something I came across and reminded me of the one of the many D transistors, but also a bit of a friend with on where.
Okay, you can go back to the window.
Sinead Watson, she's but this kind of suits her. I sent it to her and I haven't got a reaction yet, but I'm a Scottish woman born with a heart on my sleeve, heart in my soul, and a mouth I can't control.
So I just wanted to start this day by making sure that this person who decided to try to do this has the truth of what he is called out.
Ooh.
So people who want to see his ridiculous comment can easily click over and see what it is. Because I have a feeling if he starts getting called out by people, and please do comment to him. Just keep it respectful because we're not going to sink to his levels.
Yeah. Don't violate TOS in response to a violation.
But call him out on Drew's video and make sure people know that he's lying. Absolutely fine, but do it respectfully. And anybody who comes to my channel, you now have the video footage in the beginning of this stream showing that he actually did fucking stream trying to voodoo death me and a bunch of other people for not liking us.
Oh boy.
And as far as there's no proof, she nukes all her. I keep the live streams up.
Well, I'm not nuking it for a while.
Yeah. So, but any live stream with that, go in there. You'll see her, ticking all over the damn place. Someone needs to keep receipts.
I nuke them because if I don't, my videos never get views when I post them.
It's in the service of her channel. I don't give a shit.
And actually, technically, I don't nuke. I don't nuke them. I privatize them. I still have all the footage if people need it. So there is that.
So how are the other two?
Evil. You
They're
asked the
cats.
most
They're
obvious.
they're cats. It's part of the job description. I gotta take care of something here. Okay.
Yeah, can you come get my ball, honey?
Hold on.
I kind of suspected when this video went out that it wouldn't just be my friends that found it. I kind of expected at least one of my crazy stalkers to find it. You know?
You better get shirt.
Due to which one found it, I'm pretty sure it'll be more than one that finds it.
Ugh. Leave the shorts in there because I'm probably going to go in there soon.
And I gotta admit, when the guy did this, I didn't even bother to talk to anybody really about it. I went on Anthony's stream when he called him out because Anthony's in the list of people he tried to voodoo death on. So's Umbrella Guy. So's a whole bunch of other people. Hey, Freaky. Penis juice. So I mean, there's a long record of this guy doing this shit to people, and it's not new. It's not new at all.
There you go.
I almost told Drew during the show that, Tourette's actually makes us stutter sometimes too. So his whole comment about having Tourette's and a stutter, it's actually kind of common.
Ugh.
They are, Kermit. Also, I'm not that scared if they do actually find me because I'm armed.
Can I get the back for me?
And I'm meaner than they are. And when I'm in my car, I've got weapons around me.
Okay.
Defensive weapons around me. Freaky, by the way, I have memberships up on my channel. Say
What?
to everybody. My channel has memberships now, and they're only $1 or $2, depending on what you want. So. So you guys can do something where you're contributing very little a month, but actually helping me get payouts on occasion.
That's a good thing.
Because I am legally disabled. I have been removed from the workforce since I was 23. I won't pretend that we don't have some retirement savings through my husband's workplace. Actually, more than I thought we had, apparently. But that doesn't make it easier for us to live and get by now. You know?
What are you doing, honey?
So. I'm going to put something in private chat, and you guys cannot say a word out loud because of what this is, okay?
Okay. Oh.
Just base response is all you can get.
Oh. Whoa.
We can't touch that for a while. It's not eligible to be touched for quite a while yet, but.
Honey, come here.
Don't say anything out loud. Just don't say anything out loud. And make sure he
we're
knows.
not going to. But you need to see this, honey.
We'll see it in a minute. Just let me finish up what I'm doing here.
That goes out to all my haters, though. Suck it. I know Kermit, but I'm not gonna sit here and live in fear. I've been through creepier shit than this, unfortunately.
Uh,
Plus, I know what my stars is. Yay!
All right. Better. All right.
do not say a word, honey.
All right. Let me get in here first. God damn it. All right. Penis juice. All right.
I'm pretty sure Bob's smart enough not to share what I put in private chat.
Ah, well, yeah, it's in private. So this becomes basically a hobby. So
Unfortunately, we're broke until then. So
yeah, that's the sucky part. Like.
But that was
Okay,
an interesting thing to find out.
Like, I'm gonna make it 2 more years and I can start pulling my retirement. Okay, now we're fine. But
well, it's not that close for us yet.
yeah. Like, at some point, they update the credit report and I'll be able to get that signature loan and get a new car or a newer car. Until then, I'm gonna wait for make sure this stupid van doesn't blow up in the process.
I am starting to have more issues with my car now. Then again, it has almost 300,000 miles on it and spend a lot of that back roading. So I don't see anything about that.
This thing still hasn't updated
in the chat. So maybe you phrased it and actually put the F word in and YouTube might have pulled it. Because YouTube's a little twatty little bitch sometimes. Penis juice. I'm not sorry. Fuck you.
Well, I don't think anybody's out there trying to be a sniper or anything. So they're generally got to be close enough to be, to identify as a threat.
Generally speaking, stalkers don't like to just try to deal with you from a distance. They tend to be more creepy and hands-on.
Oh, they want to be up close and personal. That's why it's a lot of stabbings and stuff and strangulations.
I guarantee you, if anybody gets that close to me, they're going to be the ones that are going to be hauled away in an ambulance, not me.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Probably having surgery to, certain parts, brought back to the exterior that have suddenly gone interior.
For the record,
there is precedent for this.
One night when I was over at Wheat Ridge Manor, they gave me the dessert, even though I'd said no dessert. I ended up eating like maybe half of it, and it wasn't a very big thing to begin with.
Shouldn't have even done that, woman. I'm glad you stopped yourself from eating the whole thing, but you shouldn't be eating desserts. They're so full of carbs and sugar.
Half
they
the
can
time
skyrocket you.
If I was there when a meal showed up, no, that brownie's mine. Okay.
They never should have been trying to give it to you with your issues while you were there. That actually pisses me off.
Do have a couple of them Rebel ice creams up in the freezer now.
Yeah, Bob went and tracked it down for you.
Mm-hmm.
I know he did.
Once you confirm that, it's you got the chocolate and butter pecan are the two ones.
They didn't have a butter pecan over here at all.
Huh.
Lately, there's been like runs on. I think it's been part of the shipping craziness, but it's like I'd go in there and it's like big swaths of empty shells in the ice cream section.
Ironically, I've been like numb for days, unable to get myself to work on anything. Now, because I'm angry at somebody and I want them to suffer, I'm doing fine and I'm beating along.
Oh, yeah.
Oy.
Nothing like a little righteous indignation to get you put a fire in the old belly.
Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal, Hermit. Dude, if people knew half the shit me and my coworkers said to each other back in college, we should have all pressed charges on each other for sexual harassment.
Mm-hmm.
And people going, how did the boys get away with saying shit like that to you? It's like, well, I wasn't saying much better to them, so it would have been hypocritical if I said anything.
Oy.
Yeah, let's get some traction. Whoops, too far.
Oh. Hey, Rosetta.
What?
I don't know if you heard, but Scott Bakula is doing a new one-man play.
Am I supposed to care?
Oh.
I can't stand Bakula. I never have been able to stand him.
He's playing Lincoln.
So it's a double no care.
Yeah. I highly doubt they're doing a play where they'll actually call out the shit Lincoln did to natives. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be, oh, look at, he was so great for minorities. They're like,
not really.
He did do some good things for the Black community. To be fair, there's also quite a bit of information on the fact that there was Black in his family too, and also that was the hot button of the day and an easy way to get support.
Oh, and a quick shout out to the aforementioned Scottish friend that said just got out of rehab, put on 3 kilograms, hasn't touched a drop of alcohol in 17 days. There's one partner.
Sweet.
Bad alcoholism has brought it for, her whole thing of transing and stuff. It's like, she's been, and she is suing the clinic. They put her down to, like, hey, brought down Tavistock, you got next. One in Scotland.
It does help some right now, Nat. It does actually.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Speaking of detransitioners, honey. Oh, I can't wait to see that that thing that Riley Gaines is doing on Fox Nation.
Yeah.
Ew.
Need a spotlight on that cause though, because it's like
Riley, yes, Fox, blah.
Well, it's a documented about this whole transgender bullshit and what the carnage they're causing.
Anyway, we are still airing this on my channel too.
Yes, we are. So just a note, guys. It's
And I don't really want to get into that stuff on my channel.
That'd be right. If it's purely on mine, then we'll go hog wild on it.
And I also got a new little bit of decoration for our front door post.
Penis juice.
Hey.
Let's just ask the people here who stream with me. Did I start doing this because I went to a show, or have I been taking penis juice for months? And months.
And that was kind of the official opening line that they picked up on. Thankfully, the unofficial one didn't get picked up. So that would have caused problems. Okay, what's this thing again we're getting?
A mezuzah.
Can you spell that?
MEZUZAH.
Okay. I want to show folks what we're dealing with here. Now, how fancy we talking here? What the hell?
Not too fancy.
Up your butt.
I mean, Patty Heaton's putting one on hers.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's see. Give me an idea. A lot of inscriptions, or is it just something kind of like that?
Say what? Say what? Stick a penis in your butt.
Wow.
A little guidance here, dear. Which one are we getting?
Probably not one of those. It's one I found on Amazon. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I'm not very awake yet, by the way, people.
Oh, here's one.
The Beatles?
Beatles mezuzah. That covers all the bases. Kind of covers these idiots back in the day. It's Ringo Starr's the filthy Jew. Well, no, he's not. But even though, so what? Okay.
The one I got, doesn't actually drill holes in the door or anything.
Yeah.
It's just it's got some like double-sided tape on the back, and
That's good.
Yeah.
Because the doorpost on our doorways are metal, so they can't do the usual push pin into the thing. But if it's got an adhesive backing, then yeah, we can do that.
I don't know. You think we should explain why I'm doing this, honey?
I think the context is kind of obvious. I don't think we need to go into any explanation here. I mean, I think the star David in the Hebrew, in the Hebrew on there, they kind of
we're not going into that context while we're on my channel stuff.
Yeah, especially when there's an active conflict and missiles are flying as we speak. So,
I've worked very hard to not be political for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with either side, so it makes it easier for me. I get very frustrated very easily on some things because of what I've seen and been through. So,
all right. Whoop. All right.
Hello, penis juice.
Yeah.
Hello. See, that's not ticking. That's just me kind of having fun with it.
Yeah.
See, there's a difference, people.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bigger here myself here. So again, I digging through storage and found this sucker I started working on back in. I got a date of 1995 on this.
Huh.
It was while I was working at Mile High Comics warehouse the first time. And basically taking my character from Champions role-playing game, superhero game, and working up a story about it, And again, when I can find the actual artwork somewhere, the portfolio was buried in storage. But yeah, it's like there's the splash page right there. Getting right into it. Okay, lady, make nice and hand over the bag, okay? Flipping a switchblade right in her face.
Da, 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 da.
Little pull back a bit, and then you can see the rear quarter of a Pinto. It's the car I'm most intimately familiar with at that point. So yeah, okay.
I'm not 100% sure how long I'll be on today.
Yeah.
I haven't been exactly streaming long times lately. I don't get the people who are always trying to claim that people don't have the condition because you can find videos of them not ticking. It's like, yeah. How many ticks we have completely varies by day, and some days we barely tick, and some days we tick a lot.
Yeah. The friend at some point decided to make these two guys bikers because the general. But yeah, I might pick that up later.
My mom messaged me all very sad about the whole thing with American Pickers, though.
Yeah.
Oh man, I know that.
Yeah.
You got to also remember there's shops about an hour and a half from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the big reveal of the guy. Yeah.
I know, Kermit. It's okay. To everybody's knowledge out there, I don't talk politics. I don't get involved with the public face of it. Does not mean I'm not involved still.
Yeah.
It means that when I had people doing horrible shit to me and people I care about because they didn't like my politics, I decided that they weren't worth it.
Yeah.
No, I could go full gore politics if I want to, but it would just be warmed over stuff that other people do it better. I'll just talk to them.
Plus, if you went full politics, I'd disappear from your channel forever.
Yeah.
And I think that would make your wife mad.
I'd probably put it on my other channel anyway, that I don't do anything with.
Yeah.
Technically, if I ever remember the sign in, I do have a channel I had years ago.
Yeah.
It was never a big one. It was one I used to post little videos for my family and stuff so that I could give them links.
Mm-hmm.
It was never big,
Yeah.
but I could have a secondary account.
Yeah. Like I said, I do have the Rush Limbaugh character for those occasions, but I haven't really used it much anymore. Mainly because I'm using the My City Was Gone opening music things like that just automatically gets a copyright claim.
Extra side note about what I told you guys in private chat. Remember, the people are claiming I'm doing this as a grift because I can't survive on my own.
Oh, jeez.
If they only knew. The only reason we're broke now is because I have a lot of fucking medical issues. My husband makes good money.
Yeah. They're not going to starve anytime soon. Okay.
How many times have I sat here eating things like prosciutto and truffle cheese?
Yeah.
That's what I should get you to get me.
Ain't exactly Cheetos, you know what I'm saying?
Honey,
What?
that's what I should have you get me sometime.
What, truffles?
Prosciutto.
Do you guys have an Aldi over there?
No, but the King Supers, the program.
Yeah, but the reason I asked about Aldi is because one of the best prosciuttos I found is their store brand, and they actually sell it in sheets for only like $4.
No, the closest Aldi is things like Nebraska or something like that.
That's where I get it because we have Aldi's one of the only grocery chains over here. Most grocery stores don't want to be in Iowa, as Iowa's made the tax laws ridiculously confusing. Yeah, there's no food tax, but then again, there's food tax on certain things they consider junk food. But then again, there's also food tax on some kinds of drinks, but not others. And they almost always get that wrong at almost every store. And then they end up getting extra fees at the end of the year. Search for how much you actually tax people and stuff. And most of the grocery stores have just gone, fuck you.
Oh,
yeah, the California. When I in California went to that. Yeah, the 20-ounce bottle that's being taxed, but the 2-liter, no, that's because anything you can consume right then and there.
There's also the whole thing of we charge deposits on bottles and cans, and you get a 5-cent deposit on cans, you get a 10-cent deposit on these things. Glass bottles from farmers, you have to pay $1 deposit on. All this other shit. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Honey.
What?
You just choose upper butt.
Remind me this year, when I get that hot chocolate that I like, remind me to get the sugar-free kind.
Okay. Which hot chocolate would that be? Because we probably still got some up on the cabinet.
The stuff from Mannheim Steamroller.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we still have a can of that up in there.
Also,
a can of regular.
Also, I will say, Steph, if you're using substitute sweeteners and diet stuff, be wary of anything with sucralose, as it's been tied to a lot of reactions to the liver and pancreas, which are also what your diabetic issue can react to.
Okay.
So that is the worst one for diabetics, is sucralose.
I think it's in the name. There's sugar involved. Yeah.
Well, sucralose is literally this chemical bleaching process on actual sugar.
Lovely.
Yeah. And to the people who go, well, aspartame is bad for you too. It's like, yes, but it's less likely to react to your diabetes. So the side effects are less common.
No, we probably got like a half a gallon of honey around here, so I'm going to start going.
You're going to need to use that, Bob.
Yes.
Although I will say, if you're trying to cut back and really not eat much and really stick to healthy stuff.
Yeah.
And even if you have the type that makes you jack up, not crash, sometimes you can still crash.
Yeah.
So you do probably want to keep like a few of the like candy honey straws or something and something to carry with you for emergencies.
Yeah. Well,
But I really want
like I said, the doctor the other day, I've been pre-diabetic, for like 7 years or something. Nothing goes up. I'm not worried right now.
Also, Steph,
Probably.
learn to poke your finger.
Oh, she does. Checking her INR all the time for that.
Yeah, if you're diabetic, you should be poking and checking 4 to 10 times a day, depending on the situation.
Mm.
I'm going to make you do the things you're supposed to do for your health.
Yes, we've kind of crossed the
Yes,
line. There's no, yeah, that's the episode. It's like it's no longer really borderline diabetes. It's now nope. Now you've crossed the border and you're well into it. You've done a full-on incursion.
If you want to do the yes, mommy stuff, I can come over there and knock some sense into you.
She's just 12 hours away, dear. Okay.
Honestly, I wish you would have done that shit in the first place, because then I wouldn't have had to fight nearly the entire month of September to get the hell out of that joint.
Yeah, well, I'm broke, so unless you want to pay for me to come over there, or actually really piss me off enough to actually use a credit card, you're stuck. Panther.
Yes, it's a reminder that you being in there cut off my paycheck, so we got even less to play with. Okay, it's gonna take
Yeah, see, you fucking up your health also made it so that I get less gifts out of you guys. I mean, oh, come on, Bob. This is a fucking co-hosted stream, you egomaniac.
I was showing off my comic book. Okay.
Fucking egomaniac. I only do that when I'm actually working on art and showing people shit.
I was showing stuff. I forgot to switch back. Okay.
Hi, Panther.
Hi, Panther. You being a good boy? You's a good boy?
Until one of
Or
the
are
girls
you
shows
an
up.
evil little shit?
Yes.
He keeps having conniptions because we won't get him more girls.
He wants a harem.
Yes, he does. He wants to be a proper Lion King and have a whole harem of women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He turned and winked at me when I said that. Like, you're right. I do. Go get me some women. You're just mad that the two we have won't let you hump every time you want. He's just winking at me. Like, you're right. That does annoy me.
And he's already got the battle scars from the last time that, he tried to hump on one of them.
He got a new scratch the other night from them.
Oy.
Oh, we had the craziest. No, not on camera. No. We had the craziest moment the other night. Ornery's laying here. Baby girl's laying here. They're stretched out across the window, so they're kind of taking up the whole thing. Panther comes running in, jumps from over here, and jumped in humping position with his crotch starting to move. As he's starting to fly up to get onto the seat, Ornery reaches out and kicks his legs out from under him and sends him flying onto the floor.
Oh, boy.
At which point he just looks around, looks up at her, hisses, and storms off. She's just like, nope, not right now. And I'm sitting there going, what happened to my sweet little shy innocent boy? Who, by the way, will be officially an adult in 2 days. Friday, he's going to be 2 years old.
And he's already a horn dog.
What teenage male isn't? Put this in your mind. What teenage male is not a horn dog?
It's part of the job description.
Can you picture your husband back when he had teenage hormones? Oh, dear God. Just putting that out there. That's a prerequisite for males. Men are horny. Women are too, but we're taught to suppress it and not act on it and be chaste and make men want it. Whereas men are taught, yeah, that's your natural drive. Go get her.
The old, it's like a woman will get a man to chase her until she catches him.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I will agree with the feminists on. The whole women need to make it hard and men need to just hump everything that'll let them is absolutely bullshit.
No.
The whole men are horny and women aren't thing is like, you're fucking full of shit. If a woman's not horny for you, that's a you problem. I mean,
Panther, you little shit.
Like, you got some work to do.
Steph, are we horny little creatures?
Oh, yeah. We just don't act on it all the time.
Do we think about sex pretty much as men do?
Yeah. I mean, unless you're a nun, but
I think we're probably more. I think we're just more honest about it, and it's like, you know.
Well, I don't think it's even a question of honesty. Women have it drilled in our heads not to talk about that, not to think about that, to act like you're above it, act like you're not, like you don't want it to. That's what's considered proper for a woman, and it is drilled into female heads. You're not supposed to be like that.
Yeah,
you're supposed to make him find you.
Kind of weird, this whole Victorian ideal of, you know, like, Alfred and Victoria were the biggest horn dogs on the freaking planet.
What is it, honey?
Yeah, it's a potential spam.
Ah.
That's like.
By the way, also on this whole situation, this whole illusion that women aren't that horny, first of all, is absolute bullshit. Second of all, let's be clear here. There was besides TLC's Girl Talk, which is all about girls talking about and getting into where the guys succeed or fail in sex. They had a line in one of their songs on Fan Mail that I always kind of thought was appropriate, where they did a good man is so hard to find. That well, actually, a hard man is so good to find.
Yeah. That old song, yeah.
It's like, yeah, you gotta flip that on its side because it's tired and cliche. Women aren't sluts unless men are also. And look, nothing against you. Be a slut. Have a slut era. I think that's absolutely your choice.
It's all in your timing. Yeah.
Bob absolutely had a slut era.
Of course he did.
And I'm pretty sure Steph probably did. With love, girl.
I wasn't a nun.
I didn't have a slut era, but I have a nympho era.
Yeah, yours kind of got short-circuited.
I did not sleep around, although that does not mean that people did not touch me. But I did not sleep around. The only person I've given myself to is my husband. Yeah. And I am actually very proud of that.
How is Mr. Hottie?
At work, I imagine.
He's working.
Yeah.
He's a twisted troublemaker. Who's got a foul mouth at times, but not as foul as mine. My phone's being glitchy this morning.
Oh. Here's a delicious bit of irony.
What?
She's talking.
Well,
I mean,
you know about it, honey.
Doesn't mean I paid attention.
Apparently, people out there are begging Washington's football team to take their name back.
Well, yeah, it's I told you about this one. Like, it's actually the local Blackfeet tribe. So no one asked us. We're fine with it. In fact, there was a Blackfoot chief that posed for the picture. We proved the artwork back then. What part were you not paying attention to?
I mean, to be a little fair on this, also, as somebody who will point out that it was 94% of natives were fine with the name.
Mm-hmm.
However, Blackfeet, speaking for that, is really precious considering they're the tribes that are known to be from Africa and not actually fully native.
Yeah.
So that's a little precious. It's a little precious. It's like, oh, the African tribes are speaking now.
Yeah.
I mean,
the guy who posed for that picture is like he also was a saint in the Indian head nickel. Same guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting around there.
The thing is, most of us don't care, and those of us who do dislike the word because the history of how it was used towards us or other situations is pretty ick. My dad didn't like the team's name, but he didn't want it to be forced to change or boycott either.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Dad didn't agree on a lot of that part because Dad had a history of that during the time when it was very much used as a slur.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference there between we disagree on how well that word can be respected and used versus, yeah, let's censor anybody who still has it.
Yeah.
Sort
of, like, it's offensive to Native Americans. Have you asked any Native Americans? They're not offended, mostly. What they're offended is being called Native Americans because usually the preferred term among most people is American Indian. It sounds cooler.
Generally speaking, a lot of us don't care. We'll use them interchangeably. Yeah. We use Native when it's easier to make sure people understand which region and which people we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We'll use American Indian, but people don't seem to understand that American Indian versus Indian American are not the fucking same thing, and they try to get them confused. And
that's just someone not paying attention.
Or they go, well, you that's not your name, it's theirs. It's like, it wasn't theirs either. The word is origins are European.
Mm-hmm.
None of the people called Indian called themselves that. So let's not even fucking pretend that one. I mean.
Oh, man. I remember this one person who used to call me all the time.
Up your butt.
When we were volunteering at KGNU, honey, there was this one person who used to call me all the time, and I had to restrain myself from forcefully correcting them every time because, they would call the show Native Voices. It's like, no, it's Indian Voices.
It's like, take it up with the host. I think she's Ogallala Sioux.
Also, by the way, usually, traditionally speaking, when it comes to radio and TV shows, speaking as Native, as Indian, usually for entertainment classification, they use Indigenous. So if you're going to correct, at least correct to the one that's actually used for that. I mean, if you're going to try to be a know-it-all and speak for us, at least know what the fuck you're talking about. I mean, Enos juice.
Teresa's show is called Indian Voices, and it's like this one person would always call up and ask me about a show called Native Voices. I was like,
no,
excuse me.
Which tribe did you say she was,
Bob? I think she's Oglala. I know she was Sioux. I think Ogallala.
Oglala.
Yeah. Okay.
Oglala Lakota Sioux.
I'll take your word for it. Okay.
It's literally the tribe I'm in.
Okay.
And that's if you go by the Europeanized name, which of course was created by the French, which is why it sounds like somebody trying to hawk a loogie on brie cheese. I actually have trouble pronouncing the traditional name because it causes issues with the nerve damage in my lips, so I've kind of just go with it.
Okay.
But the tribe's been very much moving away from the French names and going back to traditional. We just don't correct each other on that. White man, sure. Let's correct that fucker. I mean,
Yeah.
but us, we choose what you want to call us, right?
Well, let's see. Let's see if I can find a link.
Yeah, I think Teresa also has some ancestral ties back to Bull Halsey.
Okay.
Okay.
Not exactly sure, but and that's the first thing I thought when when I heard who she was. I was like, aren't you related to Admiral Halsey?
It's
a Wednesday, other than Sunday.
Penis juice, penis juice, penis juice, penis juice.
Here we go.
What, honey?
Here we are. I got on kgnew.org. Go through Sundays 3 to 4. Indian Voices explores Native American issues, music, and culture. Feature Native American music, interviews, and community announcements. Produced by award-winning Teresa Halsey.
I believe she's won a couple of awards for her show.
Probably, yeah. Let me go and put the link in here. But there's one, I'm blanking on the name, but it's an older guy, tribal elder, I guess, but he would do tell stories, folklore stuff. But I remember his thing about the whole Redskins thing. It's like he's one of those that had no. In fact, one of his proudest possessions was his Washington Redskins jacket.
Goody, I hear sirens.
Oh wait,
I didn't do it. Nobody told me to do anything. Can't prove anything.
Oh, I was watching some of the footage of that hurricane that took out the southeast.
Okay.
Oh, I'm talking to her mostly, but yeah, it turns out my old place on Treasure Island. Oh,
wiped out.
Looks like. Because St. Pete Beach is just on the way to Treasure Island, and it's like, yeah. So yeah, I would not be surprised at all if my little shack down there got wiped out. It was one of two places that my grandma owned on there. The other one was right on the bay, so probably a little bit more sturdily built than the local place I lived in.
Yeah. I think all the time we spent down there. The only time we got in that part of the state was me and Mackie going down there for something or other, usually trying to find some kind of vehicle. You stayed back at the apartment. Your chance to show us your old haunts and everything. Nope. Yep.
Oh,
I wanted to go along, but
well, one of the people that was in the chat was listening when I shared all the stuff about what he said. Because I just reloaded it. There's a comment to his comment on Drew's thing that says, "Okay, voodoo guy." Yay!
Anything on the phone yet, honey?
Not yet.
Yeah, it's well after 10.
Oh, that was beautiful, Ethan. You didn't call him any vulgar names. You didn't scream. You didn't cuss.
Mhm.
You just mocked the stupidity of what he's done.
Mhm.
I just find it unbelievable that you can be still
Mhm.
tracking me down and obsessed with me 5 years after I gave a shit that you existed.
Mhm.
And I barely gave a shit then, only to mock you for a couple weeks. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like a one and done. Bye, bitch. You don't
Okay,
matter.
Guess what?
Oh,
Should have stayed in your hole, Sparky.
sounds kind of like my brother-in-law.
Hmm. We're not gonna go there.
I'm going to point out to everybody now, anybody who likes to say that this stuff's fake, I shared this video with my mom, who's been sharing it with the family. If it wasn't,
kind of see what I have to live with.
I still remember when we were going through the, oh yeah, we suspect that what you actually have is Tourette's.
Mhm.
And I tell mom that, and she's like, you probably have Tourette's, was what they told me.
Mhm.
And I told mom, and she went, probably? I raised you. What the hell do they mean, probably?
Mhm.
Like, that explains a lot.
Mhm.
1 second here.
Like I said, diagnosis comes through to the surprise of absolutely nobody.
Okay. Ah. Ow. Oh. Ow. Ow. Okay. Ow. Ow. Oh. Oh.
Dang it.
I can see your bald spot, honey.
That's nice.
Hubby had to check on me for a few things.
Okay.
Ah.
I wanted to make sure that Panther was still comfortable in here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it looks quite comfortable.
Well, apparently you could hear scratching as baby girl was outside demanding to be let in.
Oh, what?
And she's not getting in. She got very jealous of my diamond darts the other day. She saw me working on it. She looked at me, meowed for my attention, then reached over and kicked them off the table in front of me.
Baby girl.
So she's been banished from the room for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
What a little shit.
She'll learn to appreciate the attention she did have,
Mm-hmm.
or at least learn to shut the hell up and behave. That might be wishful thinking, though.
Yeah. It's also, that's where the drugs are.
Yeah, well, that's another reason we don't really want her in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, honey.
Figure out somewhere to break into another sealed container.
Mm.
Yeah. Tell her what you found when you went looking for melatonin for me.
Peanut juice.
Found sugar-free melatonin. Yeah.
Penis juice up your butt. No, that's not what he found.
No. Yeah, he found me some sugar-free melatonin gummies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The only quote-unquote sugar in them is, from whatever juices they use to make them. And that's not that much.
Anyway. Still, beep, beep, beep. Mm-hmm.
Watch it. Yeah.
Penis juice. Beware if you're taking too many gummy meds because it can add up quick. That's all I was trying to say if I can get the words out today.
So taking them by the handful is probably unadvised.
The weather has been changing up and down a lot. We're having drought weather again. The more this stuff happens, the more it's going from really cold to really hot. The tickier I get, because it stresses the body. Okay, that's definitely not 8.
I need some actual food, so back in a bit.
What, honey?
I need some actual food in me. That
he said, "Hush and let me wank." I mean,
a Coke Zero for breakfast ain't enough.
Can I have a
Yes,
Fanta,
juice.
honey?
Glug glug.
It's a sugar-free Fanta.
This is going to be a struggle for you for a while, isn't it, girl? Adjusting.
Oh, I had my pretty much one and only cheat yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Colorado mocha from Ziggy's. Chocolate milk, whipped cream, chocolate syrup, drizzle, the whole 9 yards.
That's it for a while.
Enough sugar for an entire Boy Scout troop. But...
No, that would be the butterbeer frappuccino.
That was something you really should not have done. It's not even the cheating that's necessarily bad. It's the largely sugared cheats that are really bad. Because all it takes is one to jack you and put you into a coma. This is why I'm going to teach you how to find things that are sweet and treats that aren't going to jack you.
I was thinking about going back to agave for a while because...
it's still a sugar.
But it doesn't jack you as much as, some sugars. What? Why not? Well, go get some more buns. The hot dogs? Oh, fuck me sideways.
I have no idea what either of you are saying. You're both fucking freaks.
Oh, he just said our hot dogs are growing fuzzy. This is why I told you to put them up in the freezer, dear.
Do you know how much shit he had to do to deal with where you were? Because somebody kept eating too much sugar and crap that she shouldn't. You don't get to criticize him after what you did to yourself. I say this with love, sweetie.
Okay, you crazy bitch.
Okay, you fucking pain in the ass hypocrite.
Oh, God. Speaking of which,
you missed that, didn't you?
One day, one of the therapists took me outside, walked me part way down the ramp there. Then on the way back, she kept on telling me, "No, the chair's not behind you. I put it somewhere over there, yada, yada, yada." I finally got back to my room, and sure enough, she dragged it right in with her. Like, you bitch. But I got my walk-in, so.
I find it hilarious what some people will do, say. I think they have no regard for other people.
Okay. What's the name of that one sweetener you use sometimes?
Monk fruit. Okay.
Bob looks them up the next time he's at the store.
Stevia is not bad, but it tastes kind of aftertaste like licorice. So monk fruit tends to taste more straight up like the sugar.
Yeah, my half brother's mom was a diabetic, and apparently, even though she was not supposed to have sugar, she could have fructose, which they were actually still selling in the stores at the time. I mean, she could have that, but she couldn't have regular sugar.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Oh, ow, boy.
Mm.
Oh.
Whoa.
Mm.
All right. Ooh.
Mm.
All righty.
Oy. I don't know whether it was somebody I was talking to at Sprouts or what, but somebody told me agave doesn't spike your blood sugar as much as regular honey.
It's still a sugar. Don't mess with it.
Oh, and honey?
Yeah.
Considering today is the day when your food benefit is supposed to hit.
Yeah, I haven't checked it.
Can you find me some monk fruit?
Yeah, it's all of $23. Thank you, fucking bureaucratic nitwits.
No, I know exactly what it is. Don't forget that, honey.
You're going to have a moment here. I've decided we're going to have a moment.
Okay.
It's really simple. Really, really simple.
Anyway, honey, look for some of that monk fruit the next time you're at the store.
Yes, dear.
And anyway, Bob, be henpecked and do everything your wife nags you to do.
Yeah. That's worked so far.
Oh. No, I simply resort to bribery when I want something.
Yeah.
The other part.
And my latest bribe is coming in the mail soon, so you be nice.
You're talking about Zuzu or what?
That Mike other Bob fellow.
Oh, that. Yeah.
I also ended up getting some of the dish towels that he's making.
Let's play redaction real quick on this. So I'll just stick painter's tape over parts. Pulling this out of my purse, mind you. So, we'll just stick this here. I'm not worried about people seeing the full name. Everybody's already heard it. I'm not showing anybody my actual information. That's the account number. That's got to be covered up.
Ugh. Oh, honey. Did you happen to tell her about our piddling little cafe press settlement check?
Oh yeah, there was some kind of class action lawsuit against Cafe Press for them doing stupid shit. We each got $18.
Okay.
It came in handy for a bit. Me, it was direct deposit to my PayPal, but her PayPal's messed up, so she got a check.
Let's make this easy. Cover up and protect some information real quick. While I can prove that exactly what we're talking about here. Let's see.
Today's diagnosis include Tourette syndrome, muscle spasm, tremor, lack of coordination.
The vocal tics and motor tics, you fit the criteria for Tourette's syndrome. The diagnosis I got for Tourette's was in an appointment working on tracking whether or not I have muscular dystrophy. The doctors pointed it out because I was ticking so much. To reiterate, official diagnosis papers in my purse that I keep on me, which obviously you're not seeing much because you're not seeing my account number, my information, or all that. You're not seeing my tribal ID, which is scanned in this paper. What you can see is Physicians Clinic in here. Anything else you fuckers want to say? Anything? Because I keep this in my purse for legal reasons. Thank you.
Okay.
And that, by the way, can somebody help me clip that moment to put it up? Oh, I have to figure something out. Because that part's real. All right. Yes, I have Tourette's. I have diagnosed Tourette's. I also have a fight I'm having with them. What was that?
I was just saying to all your haters, stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
So, just so people understand, this is in my purse.
Yeah.
This has been in my purse for a while. It stays in my purse, and I will have it renewed and reprinted and put in my purse every year.
Good.
So, little boomer reference. So stick that in your funkin' wagnalls. Okay. Yeah.
So there's that. So to anybody, anybody who wants to comment, just right there.
Oh, and honey,
Hmm.
I know exactly why we're not getting the big numbers on our food stamp benefit anymore. You
Well,
forget
because
our co-workers at Denver Public Schools. People,
we're too white.
yeah, but I'm talking about our Latino co-workers who are getting pretty much the same thing every time they apply during the summer.
Because they're actually born here. Yeah. Now, a little thing is, chunks of Colorado were once part of Mexico, way back when in the day. So there's Hispanic families here who can claim pioneer license plates. Their families have been here that long. For the record, it's only from Mexican or Latinos that I've heard the term wetback used in conversation. Okay? In reference to these. Yeah. I've never heard a white person use it in things, but I've heard plenty of it from
I have, but we'll not go there.
Yeah. Well,
being in the middle of being in the middle of the racial divide, you hear more shit from both sides.
Yeah. I think just spending time in Coeur d'Alene, you've heard plenty of it. No, growing up, I heard the term Chicano most of the time. I forgot. Well, that's what they got. No.
Yeah,
but that's an old 70s term.
Anyway,
it's more of a militant term, though.
Anything that's considered slurs can possibly pick up the algorithm. Can you stop debating which ones were discussed and when they became it? Fuck's sakes.
That's not a slur. They call themselves that. They coined the
term. Doesn't matter to these algorithms and to stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that movie Rush Hour, dear.
Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, okay, so I pointed that out.
Okay.
And here I have the papers from the show from Seeing Drew. Which, by the way, this was our order form in case anything happened while we were trying to get it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Or in case they lost information, because it's always possible with anything technology-based.
Mm-hmm.
September 7th, 9:45 p.m. was the start. That was an evening show. I went to the one where we were less likely to have any sensitive beeps.
Mm-hmm.
As like I went to the show that was in a comedy club that was 18 and older only.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So I didn't want to go to a place there'd be kids who would hear this, or it would be interrupting people with more sensitive fees or any of that. I wanted to go to a place where if I had tics, it wasn't as big of a deal. So I actually did put consideration into that. I'm pretty easy. I'm pretty easy to deal with usually.
Yeah.
I do need to get my glasses done again. But just the ultimate amount of context to all of this, and I'll figure things out later, I'm sure.
All right.
I've got so much shit to do, probably. I think I'm ready to wrap up my end of shit.
All right. And I got a YouTube survey to fill up and some kind of ideation partner thing. Not sure it's doing an damn bit of good because all the stuff how about this and this? I don't do that. This has no use for me whatsoever.
I hear something really crazy.
Mm.
I had never heard of Tourette's until I watched that old Whoopi Goldberg movie, Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Mm.
Yeah, because she's trying to tell this this cop that that she had found a dead body in the river, and he was saying they found nothing, and next thing you know, she goes on this foul-mouthed rant, and this guy who's supposed to be her coworker is like, No, it's just Tourette's, sir.
Mm-hmm.
She don't mean anything by it. In fact, this is like sweet talk for her, that kind of thing. That is the first time I ever heard of Tourette's.
I'm gonna wrap this up, though. I was trying to think.
All right.
All right.
So, go ahead and end this. It's 2 hours. Bob doesn't exactly go much longer than that, too. Great guy. Hugs.
Be good, Panther.
I'm gonna click end stream. So, night, everybody.
All righty.
Bye.
All right.